Good morning. I'll tell you another story. This one's actually about my dad. It's kind of a comical thing. In the 1950s, he had a business putting up television antennas. This was back in the days when people were getting television in the 50s and 60s, when it was becoming a big thing. And of course, in those days, everybody pulled their TV signal out of the air with an antenna that would be mounted on their roof or up the side of their house or whatever. And my dad got into that business anyway of erecting these antennas so that people could pull in television signals instead of just having a set of rabbit ears on top of the TV where you'd be lucky to pick up much of anything. Anyway, my dad went out to this one place. It was a farm, and the farmer was a Frenchman. Anyway, and in those days it wasn't unusual if you did any work at a farm or whatever, they'd invite you to, or if you happened to be around a farm or whatever, farm people tended to be very hospitable, and they'd invite you to stay for supper. Well, my dad put up the TV antenna for the man, and anyway, the man says, well, you can stay for supper. The wife's making supper, you might as well stay and have a bite to eat before you go. So, my dad, he stayed for supper and really enjoyed the meal. And after supper, he's on his way out to his truck, and the man followed him, the farmer did. My dad told the farmer to say goodbye to him. My dad told the farmer, he said, that was real. That was a really good supper. He said, thank you for that. That was really good. And he said, be sure to tell your wife that I especially enjoyed the soup. He said, I have never had soup that good before. It was really good. Anyway, the farmer, the old French farmer, he says, oh, he said, so you like the turtle soup? Well, my dad had no idea what kind of soup it was. He just knew that he had enjoyed it. As soon as he heard it was turtle soup, he went around behind the truck and threw up. He loved it when he didn't know what it was. That's the thing. When he found out it was turtle soup, though, that kind of put him off, I guess, and he threw up. But yeah, it goes to prove the old saying, I guess, that what you don't know won't hurt you. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of a neat story. I remember hearing that about my dad years ago. There were lots of stories like that from the 50s and 60s of things like that he did, or situations he got into anyway. But yeah, anyway, that's just a story anyway that I remember being told years ago about my dad. All right, anyway, he liked the turtle soup, but he didn't like the turtle soup, I guess. So probably didn't like it near as much when it came up as he did when it was going down, I suppose. All right then, that's it for now. We talk to you later.